Hi, I'm Angie. Welcome to my YouTube channel and to my classes. Remember, yoga's for everybody, can be done anywhere. So I hope you enjoy yourself, and if there's a class you're interested in, just comment below. Please subscribe. Namaste. So today we'll be doing yoga for the core, doing our strengthening pose positions today. Starting in standing position. Standing up nice and tall, hands in prayer position, closing our eyes. Let's take a few breaths here. Really focusing on our breath today as we hold these poses, flow through our vinyasas. All right, on your next inhale, lifting those arms up. Let's take a few breaths here, stomach's nice and strong. Forward fold, swan dive down. Feel free to bend those knees, swaying side to side. Just drawing that blood to our face here. Let's move into our downward dog. Hands on the mat, walk those feet back. You can walk those heels out, moving your head side to side. Try not to hold tension in our neck when we're in our downward dog today. Let's move into our plank pose. Shoulders come right above our hands. Stomach's nice and strong. Never holding our breath in these poses, breathing in and out. Let's move to our child's pose. Knees wide, toes touching, reaching those arms above our heads. Let's take a few breaths here. All right, let's come up on our knees. Let's send that right leg back, left arm forward, eyes are down, stomach's nice and strong. Just warming up those core muscles here. All right, lowering down, other side. Left leg, right arm. Trying to keep those thoughts in the present moment. Focus on your breath. And lower down. Let's do a few cat-cows. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, rounding our back, chin to chest. A few more times. Feel free to move around. Notice where you're tight. One more time. All right, let's move into our downward dog, pressing those heels into the mat. All right, let's lift that right leg up behind us, pressing our left heel into the mat. Hold here. Nice and strong. Let's move forward to plank, keeping that right leg up. And we bring that right leg all the way forward, moving into runner's lunge. Hands stay to the mat, chin up, shoulders back. Always keeping those core muscles nice and strong here. We're going to drop that left hand to the mat, right arm reaches to the sky. Let's hold here. Now you can keep that arm nice and straight, or you can bend that elbow, drop that hand behind you, pulling your shoulder back. All right, let's move back to our downward dog. Let's take a breath or two here, then when you're ready, we lift that left leg up. Let's do the other side, pressing that right heel into the mat, hold here. Moving forward to plank, keeping that left leg up, take a breath or two here. And we bring that left leg all the way forward, moving into runner's lunge, chin up, shoulders back. Remember, keeping those core muscles nice and strong. All right, let's drop that right hand to the mat. Left arm reaches up. Eyes can gaze at the ceiling. You can always drop those eyes down if it's not comfortable for your neck. Let's do the same thing we did on the other side. Bending that elbow if you did. Hand drops behind, shoulder pulls back. Breathing in and out. Facial muscles relaxed, even though our core muscles are working. Let's move back to downward dog. Fingers nice and wide, palms pressing into the mat. Take a breath or two here. Then we're going to flow through our vinyasa a few times. Inhale, plank. Nice and slow this first time. Exhale, lower down. Drop those knees. Ashtanga Namaskara. Cobra. Let's take a breath or two here. Elbows tight to the side. Chin up, shoulders back. Downward dog. All right, let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Cobra. Downward dog. 1 more time. Let's move to our child's pose when you're done. Knees wide, reaching those arms above our heads, forehead rests on the mat. Let's take a few breaths here. Let's make our way back to downward dog. Press those heels into the mat. On your next inhale, right leg lifts up behind us again, bending our knee, opening up our hip. Let's take a few breaths here. Stretch those hip flexors. Let's move back into runner's lunge. Let's do our standing splits. Left leg comes up behind us. We're hopping up on that right foot. You can keep those hands on the mat. You can reach for that right ankle with one hand or both. Let's take a few breaths here. Back to our runner's lunge. Chin up, shoulders back. Downward dog. Let's take a few breaths here. All right, other side. Left leg comes up behind us, bending our knee, opening up our hip. Let's take a few breaths here. Both palms pressing into the mat. Let's move into our runner's lunge. Left leg comes all the way forward. Chin up, shoulders back. Let's take a few breaths here. Now we move into standing splits, hopping up on that left foot. Right leg comes up behind us. Hands can stay to the mat. You can reach for that left ankle with one hand or both. It's a challenging balancing position. Moving back to runner's lunge when you're ready. Chin up, shoulders back. Let's move back to our downward dog. Take a breath or two here. Then we're going to flow through our vinyasa again, this time keeping those knees up if you can. Doing our chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Elbows are tight to the side. Cobra on our inhale. Downward dog. If you can, lift that right leg up this time. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. You can drop that foot. Cobra. Downward dog. 1 more time. Left leg comes up. Lower down. Cobra. Downward dog. We move into a resting pose. You can stay in downward dog or you can drop to child's pose. Let's take a few breaths here. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Let's move into our dolphin pose, coming up on our knees. We're going to drop to our elbows. You can clasp your hands together if you'd like, lifting up those knees. Moving our head side to side, try not to hold any tension in our neck when we're in our dolphin pose. Breathing in and out. Now you can keep those feet on the mat, otherwise we lift that right leg up. Take a few breaths here. Switching legs if you'd like. Left leg comes up. And lower that leg down. Let's drop to our knees. Moving back in child's pose, but this time we're bending those elbows. Hands rest on our shoulders or upper back. Stretching those upper arms. All right, let's move into our plank pose. We'll hold this for 30 seconds. So elbows drop to the mat. Taking a step back, lower those hips down. Starting now, breathing in and out. Really strengthening those core muscles here. You could drop those knees if you need to. Or you can lift that right leg up. Those toes can sit on your heel. Switching feet. Taking 1 more breath here. Nice job. Let's lower those hips down, moving into Sphinx pose, palms facing down, elbows are right next to your chest, chin up, shoulders back and down. Relaxing that lower back. And we lower down. Let's do our Superman pose. Both hands come above our heads, eyes are down, right leg comes up, left arm to start. Breathing in and out. Working that lower back. Lower down, other side. Left leg, right arm. And lower down. Place those hands underneath our chin, relaxing that lower back for a breath or 2. Let's do that again. Both arms, both legs lifting up. Breathing in and out. And lower down. Relax that lower back for a breath or 2. Then we'll do that 1 more time. All right, lifting up. Breathing in and out. We never hold our breath on these positions. And lower down. Let's come back to our knees. Do a few more cat-cows. Inhale, chin up, arch our back. Exhale, rounding our back, chin to chest. Feel free to move around or linger on that lower back if you'd like to. We're going to move into our side plank. Right hand goes to the mat. We're coming to the sides of our feet. Left arm reaches up. Really working those core muscles here, those arms. All right, other side. Left hand drops to the mat. Right arm reaches up. And lower down. Let's move back to our downward dog for a breath or 2. And we're going to push ourselves here, flowing through our vinyasa a few times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. You decide whether you drop those knees or not. Cobra. Downward dog. Couple more times. Follow your breath. Remember, those elbows are tight to our side. Last time through. When you're done, let's meet in a resting pose, downward dog or child's pose. Let's take a few breaths here, slowing that heart rate down. Let's come up, moving to our seated position. Let's make our way to our back. Moving into a full body stretch, hands above our heads. Let's take a few breaths here, stretching those core muscles. And we tuck those knees into our chest, rocking side to side. And we work that lower back, so we need to work those stomach muscles now. So let's send those legs up, hands underneath your glutes. Lifting our shoulders and chin, taking a breath in. Exhale, lower those legs down to the mat. Let's do that a few times. Inhale, legs come up. Exhale, lower. Nice and slow. Couple more times. If this is too much to keep that chin up, you can drop your head down. On this next one, let's lower down. We're going to hover above the mat. Breathing in and out. Remember, you can drop that head if you need to. All right, nice job. Lower down. Let's bring those hands above our heads, full body stretch. Take a few breaths here. Stretch those stomach muscles. All right, let's do that again, pushing ourselves here if we can. Inhale, legs come up. Exhale, lower. Nice and slow. Let's do that a few times. Chin up or chin down, you decide. Push those core muscles here. On this next one, let's lower down, hovering above the mat. Always breathing in and out. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, nice job. Full body stretch, hands above our heads. Take a breath or two here. And let's tuck those knees into your chest when you're ready. You can rock side to side if you'd like. You can move into happy baby, reaching for those toes, rocking side to side. Maybe even butterfly pose, stretch those inner thighs. All right, lower down. Place that right ankle on that left knee. Let's pull that knee in towards us. Other side, left ankle on that right knee. Let's straighten that left leg, setting it on the mat, tucking that right knee into our chest. Take a breath or two here. Then we're going to drop that knee to our left, looking to our right. Stretch that lower back. Back to center. Other side, tucking that left knee in. Now we drop that knee to the right, looking to our left. And let's move back to center. One last full body stretch. And when you're ready, roll to one side. Let's move back to seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders back and down. Closing our eyes, let's take a few breaths here. Really relaxing those facial muscles. You can keep your hands in Ghana Mudra, or you can bring your hands in prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Today I choose to be grateful for everything I have, kind to myself and others, present here and now. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if there's a class you're interested in having me do, just comment below. Namaste.